So in the book of Acts chapter 14, we see Paul and Barnabas travel from Antioch of Syria to Derbe and back. Now, along the way, their travels totaled about 1,200 miles, and they did this all by foot. Now, they didn't have cars or horse and buggies like the olden days did and nowadays. Nowadays, we can't even travel 15 steps next door to share the good news of the Lord. We can't see somebody in the hallway and see that they're having a down day and share the good news if we know they don't know the Lord and brighten their day. Now, along the way, they shared the good news with everyone. Now, that includes the Jews and the Gentiles. Now, they did have some hardships and they did have people choosing sides. Now, they had the believers going with the apostles and everybody else, they just didn't want to hear what they had to say. So, when they got to the town of Lystra, they were sharing the good news and they performed miracles. Well, the people of Lystra thought they were Greek gods. They thought they were the god Zeus and the god Hermes. Now, they were sacrificing everything to him. People from different towns actually came in, and when they saw Paul and Barnabas again, they stoned Paul. They literally picked up stones and threw them at him till he was bleeding. Now, they dragged him outside town. They thought he was dead. They dragged him outside of town. The believers who were listening to what the apostles had to say, they gathered around Paul and they prayed over him. Paul got up. He stood up from the dead. Now, Paul didn't go, Barnabas, God help me out this time. I think I'm just going to go home, man. You're on your own. I'm going to go home. I've had this close call and I'm done. No, he got up and went back into town. They left the next day. Now, they were coming home. Okay, Paul wasn't afraid. He was not afraid of what he was doing. God gave him a mission and he followed through. He went to Derbe and came back to Antioch of Syria after being stoned to death and raising up. Now, we're afraid of being shut out, let down. Guys, we can't be afraid anymore. In Isaiah 41:10, God says, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Now, guys, God is with us no matter what. God was with Paul when he got stoned. He was with Paul and Barnabas on their entire trip. If we share the good news, God is with us. Now, that includes everyone. I want you guys to share the good news with everyone you come in contact with. I don't care if you're going through the drive-thru at McDonald's and you see a kid from school working the drive-thru window and he seems like he's having a down day. Share the good news with him. That is the most happiest thing you can do with anyone. You can share the good news and brighten their day. You will see them in the kingdom of heaven. Now, guys, I shared this with you because I want you to go out and share the good news of the Lord. He gave us the sword of the Spirit to cut through anything. We need to share the good news so we can see all our classmates in heaven. And we can see all our family. And we can see all our friends. Guys, I want to see the biggest party up there when I get up there and when you guys get up there. So, go out, share the good news. That'll happen in Acts chapter 14. Read the book of Acts. It's the most amazing book in the Bible that you will ever read.